life before us. Thanks for showing us what it must have been like to be those first ones invited to join the dance, to repent and believe the good news. Yes, it's Jesus who's inviting us to join the dance of creation. He invites us, we people who sit in darkness, to move into the light, to leave our everyday worries and concerns and fishnets, and to become part of God's community of friends. The beautiful lines from Isaiah that Matthew repeats: the people who walk in darkness have seen a great light. Those who lived in a land of deep darkness, on them light has shined. Those lines are spoken first about the despised and unimportant northern country where the heathen live, Galilee of the Gentiles, a land that God will redeem. For Matthew, redemption, light in darkness has come not just to the Galilee, but to all people through Jesus, in whom the light dawns. In Matthew's Gospel, this is the moment that begins the public ministry of Jesus. Before this, Jesus has heard John call, "Repent, the kingdom of heaven has come near." He has been baptized, he has been tempted, and now, hearing about John's imprisonment, he withdraws to Capernaum. These are all solitary moments, preparation for the mission. He begins by echoing John's refrain, "Repent, the kingdom of heaven has come near." Jesus begins his time of fulfillment by showing what it means to have the kingdom of heaven among us. He moves out of solitude and begins by creating a community, not of the wealthy and influential, not of theologians and scholars and priests, not of important people, but of fishermen at work, ordinary, humdrum, insignificant people, saints. It's a kingdom rather than a kingdom. He begins with an irresistible "follow me," and the dance starts. A dance of friends that in a few years becomes the Corinthian community that Paul hopes to see united in the same mind and the same purpose, and in a few more dozens and hundreds of years widens out to become the complicated, branched, and quarrelsome river of communities of the churches of Jesus that we dance in today. Paul would not approve of our stubborn tendency to keep quarreling over the ways we belong to him. To Jesus, sorry. "Follow me," says Jesus. And they do. Matthew asks us to imagine them hearing this word that is light dawning in darkness, while they are hard at work in the middle of a thoroughly ordinary fisherman's day, casting or mending their nets, hearing the word and responding immediately, setting down their nets and boats, leaving their astonished and probably angry families, leaving the day's catch. I imagine it was a little slower than that, with some time for questions and discussions, the proper folding of nets, but that voice was irresistible, calling them, and no doubt some of the women of Capernaum as well, out of everyday darkness into the light, and the beginning of an adventure and a community that would ask everything of them. Why did they follow? Because they had seen a great light, and because they had been invited. It still works that way. I imagine everyone here except the young children has some experience of being a person sitting in darkness. That might be living with the darkness of depression, suffering the loss of a love or a job, enduring the pain of intractable illness, living with the shame and losses of addiction, feeling humiliated by failure. There are so many roads into darkness. When we're sitting in that lonely darkness, it's hard to imagine that we will dance with joy again. But, and I hope all of us also have experienced this, at the right time, the darkness gives way to a voice that calls our names, that calls us out of darkness and into community, into the wonderful light. For those first disciples, it was the voice of Jesus calling them into the time of fulfillment, calling them to repent and believe the good news, calling them to become a new community. For us, it's usually the voice of another that is also the voice of Jesus, a friend, a teacher, maybe even a stranger, but someone who sees us with love, who calls us to join hands, join the community of lovers, join the kingdom, and join the dance. And so after all these centuries, we too are invited to be part of the community of the friends of Jesus. We ordinary people, we sinners, we who miss the mark and get confused and sometimes sit in the darkness, we are invited to believe in the good news and to join the dance. And we say, yes.